Dr. Vanita Rattan, and this channel is dedicated to skincare for skin of colour. As you know, I'm a doctor, but I'm also a cosmetic formulator specifically for skin of colour. Right, so today's video is how to use the Dr. V Facial Pigmentation Kit. So, I'm so happy finally this has been made. So let me start by first of all talking about pigmentation for skin of colour. Now with us, one scratch, one bite or one burn and we hyperpigment. But not only that, any form of irritation or inflammation to our skin can lead to more pigmentation. And this actually includes common pigmentation treatments. The majority of pigmentation treatments were actually designed for Caucasian skin. So for example, laser or hydroquinone used to actually be the gold standard for pigmentation treatments. However, for skin of color, they can lead to worsening of pigmentation. So I actually did a poll on my Instagram and I asked you, have you done laser to treat your pigmentation? And if you had, did it work? Or did it make the situation worse? So 464 of you responded on my Instagram, which is Dr. Vanita Rattan, and 66% of you said it didn't work at all, and 57% of you said it worsened your pigmentation. The other question I asked was based on hydroquinone. So 566 of you responded, 78% of you said you got rebound hyperpigmentation. That means that when you're using the hydroquinone, you actually get very good results. But as soon as you stop using it, pigmentation tends to come back, but it actually tends to come back worse. It tends to be more widespread. And so I'd rather you did nothing than make the situation worse when it comes to pigmentation, because we basically have to walk this fine line where we are controlling, trying to reduce the amount of pigmentation being formed, but without irritating the skin. So the best way to do this is first of all to understand how is melanin being produced. So there is a conversion of tyrosine to melanin, and there's an enzyme that makes that happen called tyrosinase. So tyrosinase really is the enzyme that we want to be able to control. If you can control tyrosinase and inhibit it, then you are reducing the amount of conversion to melanin. And so you are able to reduce the amount of hyperpigmentation that you see on the skin. So tyrosinase inhibitors are the category of actives that we need on skin of color to treat hyperpigmentation, and we need to choose the ones carefully that don't irritate the skin and also use them at the correct percentages. Now, I always say start cheap. I say don't start with this. This is expensive. And it's maximum actives that you can put on your skin. Start off with the ordinary 2% alpha-arbutin. It's a very good ingredient. And it's at the correct percentage, or you might want to try their niacinamide. Try that first for 3 to 6 months. If you aren't seeing a reduction in your pigmentation with that, then it does mean that you need more actives. And the only reason I created the facial pigmentation kit is because I know that you need 8 to 10 tyrosinase inhibitors and antioxidants in order to see a reduction in pigmentation for skin of color. But guess what? This kit didn't exist, and I just wanted to give you the option to have something that was stronger than what was currently available and that was formulated for skin of color. I'm not saying go out and purchase this. It is expensive. Honestly, you only buy this if you've tried everything else and it hasn't worked and you're at your wit's end and it's affecting your quality of life. If it's affecting your confidence and affecting your relationships and not, meaning that you don't want to go out and you don't want to live your life to your fullest, only then is it worth it, because it is an expensive kit and you're also paying for shipping, from the United Kingdom at the moment. So, I do say, really just make sure that the kit is right for you before you invest. So what are my dream actives in the dream facial pigmentation kit for skin of color? What I would want to have is alpha-arbutin, sodium ascorbate phosphate, that's your water-soluble vitamin C, tetrahexyl decaloscorbate, that's your fat-soluble vitamin C, so it gets into the dermis and also helps to stimulate collagen. I want N-acetylglucosamine. I want your kojic diapalmitate because it's just as effective as kojic acid but without the irritation for skin of color. I want licorice root extract. I want berberry extract. I want retinaldehyde, retinol palmitate, and retinol. I would want basically all 3 vitamin A's. Your retinol, I would want at a fraction of a percent because I don't want the irritation from the retinol. Retinaldehyde is my favorite form of vitamin A for skin of color because it's only one step removed from retinoic acid, but with no irritation. So, and retinol palmitate is great because that's what's naturally found in your skin anyway. It's the least irritating, but also the least effective. So I do want all three vitamin A's. Also lactic acid and vitamin E. This would be my perfect cocktail of actives in the perfect facial pigmentation kit for skin of color, but it didn't exist. If it existed, I would be shouting from the rooftops, go and buy that thing, but it didn't exist, especially without fragrance, essential oils, and denatured alcohol. So that's why I decided to make it for you. So this is what it looks like. So this is the Dr. V Facial Pigmentation Kit. I really wanted my packaging to feel very clean and just say what it does and simple, easy to understand without lots of jargon on it. This is what the inside looks like. So this is the world's first facial pigmentation kit for skin of color. I'm so excited. And it's a two-piece kit. So it does have your HPC Clear, which is your high strength tyrosinase inhibiting cream, and your Vita Ace. So your Vita Ace is 15 mils and the HPC cream is 30 mils. So you're basically using this 2 nights and then this on the 3rd night. So this is the thing with all the actives in it, and this is the cream that helps to restore and balance the skin on the 3rd night. So just to show you what it looks like as well on the skin, so you just open it up like this, and this is what I basically wear every night. And so see it on the hand. So what I would say is use about a grain of rice and only on the pigmented area. What I would do with this particular product for me is, my pigmentation is here. So at night time, I will apply it just on my pigmentation here, here, and here. But I also like to apply it in my creases, my laughter lines, because it's got AAA action. It's got all 3 forms of vitamin A. I know that there aren't any other products on the market that have that, and so, you know, I can't really go and buy it from somewhere else. So I pop that just into my laughter lines as well, and just the crow's feet as well. I don't put it everywhere because it is a strong product. It's not like a moisturizer where you can put it everywhere. It literally has 8 to 10 high strength actives in it. So really just use it where you need it, because I also don't want you to run out of it before you start seeing results. And then on the 3rd night is when you apply your Vita Ace. So your Vita Ace is your skin restoring product. It doesn't have many actives in it. It's more of a skin soother. So you apply this. It's a thicker consistency. And again, you just apply it on the areas that you've been applying your HPC Clear. So that's what it looks like. Oh, I'm so happy, you guys. You know what? Often as you know, I make my own products for my own face, and I don't release so much of what I make. I literally make my own Micellar Gel Wash. I make my own oil cleanser. I make my own antioxidant serums, and you know, I just make it for myself just because this is my passion. I literally have my laboratory, and you know, this is what I love to do. So you would probably do the same thing, you know, if that was your passion. So you know, when I first made this, it was for my face. Everything I do first just for myself. And if I love it, only then do I, you know, put it out to the wider world. Even with my anti-melasma sunglasses, I started off and made 1 pair just for my face, not thinking anyone else in the world would want such large anti-melasma sunglasses. And then I find out, you know, we are, you know, selling out on anti-melasma sunglasses. Who would have thought? Because it didn't even exist before I made them. I googled it. I was literally typing in anti-melasma sunglasses, where can I buy them, and they just didn't exist. So I had to go and get them manufactured in Italy just for my own face. So it just feels so amazing when, you know, I find something that, or I create something that I love for myself, and then you guys love it too. I just feel like I'm doing my duty, and it just makes me very proud. So you wanted the step-by-step routine. How do you use the facial pigmentation kit? So you start off, first of all, wash your face in the morning with your Micellar Gel Wash. Then apply your moisturizer. So your fatty moisturizer without any, so safe moisturizer with no alcohol, denatured alcohol, fragrance, or essential oils. So something like Cera-Pep or CeraVe are great. Then apply your SPF50. So as you know, I obviously wear Inzincable because it's the world's first 100% mineral sunscreen for skin of color. It is invisible, and I apply it. I'm literally wearing it right now under my makeup. In fact, I'm doing a whole video for you now where I'm going to show how I reapply it on top of my makeup. But Oh, it's just beautiful. It's like literally just sinks into your skin. It's a great primer to wear under your foundation, but also you can wear it on its own. So my husband, for example, who's a golf lover, will take his Inzincable and wear it throughout the day. And me, I wear makeup and I will reapply it, put it under my makeup and then reapply it throughout the day on top of my makeup as well. So this is great because it's 17% zinc oxide, no chemical filters. It has MelaShield in it, which is great for pigmentation. It's a stem cell complex that we developed, a technology that we developed specifically for skin of color, and it doesn't give you a white cast, and that was the most important thing. Plus we're doing these at drugstore prices, and they should hopefully launch in the next month, so in time for summer. Yeah, so but if you don't have access to this, that's fine. You can just wear, ideally a mineral sunscreen is better than a chemical one for pigmentation because of the anti-inflammatory benefits as well. And plus, especially if you're pregnant, then definitely make sure you wear a mineral sunscreen. Or if you have a damaged skin barrier or sensitive skin, again, wear your mineral sunscreen. The other really great thing about mineral sunscreens is that they don't enter the bloodstream. So chemical filters do, majority of them, other than new age ones, do tend to enter the bloodstream, breast milk, urine, etc. But zinc oxide doesn't, including nanotechnology. So it's just something to bear in mind. That's why we say during pregnancy to make sure you're wearing your zinc rather than chemical filters. And I'd say the same thing for children as well. I make sure my kids wear zinc sunscreen rather than chemical sunscreens, because actually I don't want anything in their bloodstream. So that's what I do. I've actually made a whole video for you on the best mineral sunscreens for kids of color, so you can go out and check that out as well. Okay, so PM, wash your face with your oil cleanser. So you can use, for example, DHC oil to remove your makeup and sunscreen. So this is why you'd really want to double cleanse at night, because usually you need to remove your sunscreen, which is not going to just come off with Micellar Gel Wash. So I like to double cleanse with oil cleanser followed by your Micellar Gel Wash. And then you go in with your HPC Clear 2 nights and your Vita Ace just 1 night, just on the pigmented areas. Wait a minute, or just till it feels dry on the skin before you apply your moisturizer. The reason I say this is because I don't want to dilute the cream on the skin. I want to get maximum penetration, and then you moisturize on top. A moisturizer is still essential. The reason being that you want to create a healing environment for your skin. If you have central heating or air conditioning, your skin is going to feel very dry in the morning, and your products are not going to have worked at their optimum levels. So apply your moisturizer on top to create that healing environment. Now, what I would say is with this kit, you want to avoid it if you are pregnant, because it has vitamin A in it. Avoid it if you have broken skin or a damaged skin barrier where your skin is very sensitive and is trying to recover, because this is a very strong kit. You don't put this on sensitive skin because it's only going to make the situation worse. With sensitive skin, all you want to be doing is moisturizing and sunscreen. If you're allergic to any of the actives, then obviously avoid. And yeah, those are the main reasons. Okay, so you want about 6 cell cycles to start seeing results. So cell cycle is how long it takes from your skin cells to go from the basal layer where they're manufactured up to the surface where you see them. Now I'm 37, so for me it's about 40 days for 1 cell cycle. If you're 30 years old, it's about 35 days for a cell cycle. So you literally multiply the number of days by about 6. So you're looking at about 6 or 7 months if you're 30 years old. To use this kit. If you're older, then it's going to take longer. So it's just something to be aware of, because I want you to actually understand what's going on with your skin. So this does mean that you need to be patient with your kit. It's not a peel, but I'm just taking the top layer off and give you temporary results, because it's just a waste of money and time. I'd rather it took longer, but you had results that were lasting. So if you're not patient, then don't buy this kit. If you are willing to do the work, then it's worth it for you. So this kit is the strongest tyrosinase inhibiting kit in the world for skin of color, but it does rely on your melanocytes being compliant. If you have stubborn, resistant melanocytes, then nothing is going to work. Not this kit, not anything. And it's not something that you know before you start how your cells are going to respond to treatment. You literally need to go through the process to see how your cells are responding to treatment. So the most common side effect you're going to get with this is because of the vitamin A, and it can lead to flaking and drying of the skin. Now, everyone's skin is different and you really do need to listen to your skin. So if you're getting flaking and sensitivity, then you just want to stop this for 2 weeks, allow your skin barrier to improve with a fatty moisturizer, then start again. But when you start again this time, do short contact where you don't apply your HPC clear all night. You'll apply it for 1 hour, then wash it off and then apply your fatty moisturizer. So short contact just means that you're getting as much benefit as possible, but without the irritation. And we really always have to think about irritation when it comes to skin of color. So this is the best way to do it. Do that for a couple of months until your skin has acclimatized, and then you can maybe start wearing your HPC clear all night. But listen to your skin, because everybody's skin is different. I can wear it all night and I'm absolutely fine, but my mother-in-law, for example, who has rosacea and very thin skin, she can only manage short contact. So listen to your skin and do what's best for you. So the take-home message is start cheap, start with the ordinary 2% alpha arbutin. If you're not seeing results, then you know you have a kit that you can upgrade to, but it is expensive. It's £110 per kit plus shipping, and my Skin of Color family is global. The reason it's so expensive is just because of the quality of actives and percentages. And actually, this is the reason why nobody else has ever done it and why no one else is probably ever going to do it, because it's so expensive to manufacture these kits that it's financially not viable for a majority of countries, especially if you're trying to, you know, make a product for £1 to £2 to sell it in a drugstore. You're never going to be able to, it just won't even work in that type of business setup. But I just wanted, this was a project from my heart that I just wanted to know that I've done my best for my Skin of Color family, and is an option, you know, whether you buy it, you don't buy it, it's there, and you know that like I've done something for you and I've got your back. But you know, I'm not saying go out and run out and purchase this, because it really does have to be a certain set of circumstances for it to be worth it. So I hope that's helpful. Please don't forget to download your free guide. The link is down below. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok, Dr. Vanita Rattan, and the Hyperpigmentation Clinic on Instagram, and Skincare by Dr. V on Instagram. Don't forget, I'm in the comment section for 1 hour at the launch of every single video. And please write down below any other videos you want to see from me. Thank you.